Shalom Mishpachah, and welcome back to my channel. I'm 56 years old. If you're in your 20s, 30s, or 40s, this video is for you. You must watch this video all the way through. I have some wisdom for you to glean upon. So I'm just going to dive right in. For individuals who are wanting to grow their YouTube channel, right now is the time for you to do that. Especially, I'm talking especially to a particular demographic right now. And I say that to say this. When you learn how to position yourself in front of your avatar, in front of your audience, using your phone, create the video, upload it onto YouTube. Right now, you don't need any fancy thumbnails. You don't need to be, computer savvy. You don't need to have a PhD from a computer academy to do this. All you need is faith and strategy. So, as a woman of faith, a strategic woman of faith, with a strategy for you to get in front of your viewers, to literally find your people, you should be doing this. If you are working for someone else and you are not liking that whole exchange your energy, your time for money for someone else to get rich off of your hard work, and you are fulfilling their dream, then you absolutely need to do this. You need to do this. So for the next 30 days, I want you to challenge yourself. And if you can do this 90 days, you're going to create a lifestyle, because in 21 days, it's going to form a habit, right? So take it even further. Do it 30 days, do it 60 days, do it 90 days, right? Create yourself a vision board before you start a YouTube channel. Because you need a vision, you need a picture, your brain is going to go to work to make the images on your vision board become reality. You want to know why? Because science has even proven that your brain does not know the difference between the image and reality. So when your eyes see the image that you're wanting to manifest, your brain is going to go to work on how to do it, how to make it happen, how to put your ducks in a row. What do you need to be doing? Who do you need to be talking to? Where do you need to be, right? My shawl keeps falling off me. That's nanas, we get a little chilly at this age, especially if you're still living in the Western world where it's freezing outside. You might need an extra layer of clothing in the house besides your PJs or your house clothes. See? So going back to creating your image. If you haven't already created your vision board, I suggest you do that before you start your YouTube channel, because for the next 30 days, I want you to post. And you can even take the titles of my video and put it on your channel, but you cannot take my content, because my life story is different from your life story, right? Judas Iscariot is an example of that, right? The 10 Commandments, thou shalt not covet, right? It's an example of that. Coveting, watching, copycatting extremely, watching your neighbor, wanting their wife, their husband, their car, their house, their money, their lifestyle, and to the point that you start acting like that person. You literally start moving like that person, like Yeshua said when he was with his 12 disciples. The one who's going to drink like I drink, the one who's going to eat like I eat, is the one who's going to deceive me. That one, at the end of the day, sold him out for 30 shekels. So today's time, when I looked this up, it was 2016. It may be a little different now because of inflation. 30 shekels was the equivalent of $400. People are still selling out their friends, their mother, their father, their sister, their brother, their relatives for money. It's better that you don't even be alive. Yeshua said it's better that you wasn't even born. You're wasting your own talent. You're wasting your talents. So much so you collect the talents, right? The shekels, the money, which is also known as a talent. It's energy, right? You exert your energy to receive money. It's a talent. What talent were you innately equipped with? I have many skill sets and talents. So you need to find yours. Don't copy me. But you can take the title of my video and tell the people about your life. So if you are in your 20s, your 30s, and your 40s, if you have a job, don't quit your job. If you are renting from, a landlord and your desire is to own a house and you have a job that's going to be the vessel, the income stream for you to accommodate that, then you absolutely need to watch this. I told my children, right, all three of my children, one will be 39, the other is 35, and the last one is 26. I said to all of them, including my family members, siblings, I said, listen, our parents did not teach us this, but I'm going to teach you what is being innately downloaded into my spirit. You need to buy a house before you're 30. By the time that you're 30 years old, you need to own your home. Some people may say, I don't want the responsibility. I don't want to cut the grass. I don't want to be the one to fix it when things go wrong. I don't want to be the one in charge of all the utilities and the obligations of being a homeowner. Then you go ahead and leave your money right there on the table. Because in today's time, in this economy, when you buy your house, you're buying it with equity. All of us, all off the rip. With the prices of these houses, you're buying your house with six-figure equity. I had to build my equity up. I bought my house in 1999 at $40,000 with a 3.85% interest rate. I bought it with equity in it because the seller wanted $55,000, and at the closing table they took $15,000 off. So I brought my home at that time with $15,000 worth of equity in it. I paid my mortgage every month for past 26 years, right? 25 years, 25 and a half. It'll be 26, May 4th, 1999 was, so May 4th will be 26 years. I pay my mortgage on time. Now as a homeowner, that's a different mindset from someone who's renting. The homeowner mindset is different from a renter. The renter is, okay, I'm going to pay you whatever you're asking me to pay you to live in your accommodations. This is what you're requesting, and this is what I can afford, and we can meet right there. Boom, you move in, you're happy, they're collecting rent, you're making them money, okay? You're leaving money on the table, a lot of it. The homeowner, if they're savvy, if they're intelligent, they will never touch the equity in their home, right? Until it's time for them to either cash out, sell the home, or cash out, rent the home out, and let the renters pay the loan. But you have all this cash now because you never touched it. So if my home was $40,000 25 and a half years ago, and I had invested, $5,000 in 2010, and then from 2019 to 2024, I invested around $65,000. So I would say I've invested about $70,000 into my home at $40,000. So okay, that's 110. Then you pad on inflation and interest and taxes, and boom, the market, right? So now the market is saying my house is worth $243,000. I never touched the equity. I only owe $23,000. The banks were not betting on me to do that, baby. The banks were betting and hoping and praying that I refinanced my loan multiple times, get a second mortgage, and then refinance it, and then another one, and refinance. No, you're making them rich. You're making them money. But when you change your mindset to every single month that I pay my mortgage and I don't touch the equity, I'm paying myself. I'm putting money in my account. I'm putting money in my equity. I'm putting money aside for me, for when you buy it when you're 30 and you're my age, 56, and you are pushed into early retirement because of a injury, a disability, and now you have to retire early, right? Because you can no longer do the type of work that you were doing. You're actually considered, what do they consider me? A liability. I'm considered a liability because of my injury, the severity of my injury. No one wants to pay workers' comp if something should happen to me on the job. So I'm considered a liability. So I have now collect railroad retirement. And my home has built up 25 and a half years of equity that I've never touched. Over time, so you get your tax return, right? As a homeowner, you do work on your home. If you file your tax return, you get that money back if you're using that home for rental property, or if you're going to sell that home, if you're going to flip that home. Now you get all your money back in your refund that you have invested into your home. It becomes a write-off, right? So now you have multiple income streams from one home. Now yesterday, if you did not watch the video, which is probably going to be suggested because of the way that I set up this channel to do that, you should check out that video, because there's some gems in that video that can help you on your path of home ownership, or on your path of finding your avatar, finding your audience. And right now, if you are going to go onto YouTube to start creating videos to build up your channel, so YouTube can suggest you and you actually get into the YouTube algorithm, and you're talking about money and technology, right? Educational videos are the videos that the advertisers are paying the most for. So your click-through rate, generally, some people may say they're going to pay $3 per video per 1,000 views, or $4. Some people are getting $18. Some people are getting $20. Some $25. Some $30, because they're talking about money or technology. The poor we will have with us always, because it's a mindset. Now, you shift your paradigm. You shift the way you think about money. You shift the way you think about being a homeowner. You will realize that when you pay your mortgage, you're paying yourself. When you don't touch your equity, you're paying yourself. If something should go wrong with your house, and if you can afford to wait, or if you have money in your bank account to get it fixed, then get it fixed. Don't touch your equity. If you can wait till your tax refund, take your tax refund and get whatever needs fixed in your home. Keep working, keep paying your bills, keep paying yourself first. One of the first things that comes out of my account is my mortgage payment. I don't look at it like my money's gone to the bank. I look at it like I'm paying myself first. See, the preachers and the ministers and the pastors and the elders and the bishops and those who are in these churches are failing the people so many ways. So very many ways. They're getting rich off your money. They're hoping that you buy a prosperity blessing. It's not going to cost you your money to receive a blessing from Yah. Those who can hear have ears to hear. And those who can see has eyes to see. Just going to say that. I hope you can hear and see clearly what I'm saying to you. So besides, yesterday's video, I said, make a 10, 15, 20 minute video. Let's make a 20-minute video. Keep it at 20 minutes because you're going to want views and you're going to want to keep the people on that video as long as possible so the advertisers can be like, this is an important video. Like, people are really watching this all the way through. What this person is saying to this demographic can actually make us some money. Let's pay her $30 per 1,000 views. That's how people are becoming millionaires and billionaires, like Mr. Beast and Wiz Khalifa and Shannon, Club Shay Shay, right? Eddie Griffin, all of these comedians, entertainers, musicians, actors, sports analysts, wonder why they're walking away from their professions and they're strategically leveraging their brands on YouTube. YouTube is easy when you know the strategy. And I've been on YouTube since 9/9/2009. I did not know the strategy. I have gotten my channel monetized. I made a couple of dollars off YouTube. Then my channel was demonetized and I never got it back up to that. So now it's like, okay, I learned some things. I learned some lessons and I learned how to get into the strategy, to the algorithm on YouTube. And so I'm going to test this out. I'm going to do this every day. That's my new part-time job, 20 minutes. Create a video once a day. I don't care what time of the day it is. But if you have an audience and you're in America and your audience is in Costa Rica, which is like 2 hours behind, and you want them to watch your videos at a certain time, then you got to be in tune with the time zones for your audience to be able to watch you. Right? So be smart about that. Be strategic. And when you post your video, I want you to turn your camera horizontal, right? Turn it horizontally. If you have an iPhone and you turn on video, you click, make sure it's 4K. You turn the speed from 30 to 60 and turn your camera around. Some of you are creating your videos and you're looking at your iPhones and you're looking at yourself and you're talking to yourself. No. Turn that camera around. Have them lens facing you. You talk right directly into your lens. Speak to your people. Speak to the heart, soul, and mind and spirit of your people so you can get your message across to your people so you can truly, truly help change lives. I cannot express this enough. Turn your camera around. Speak to the lens. Look directly into the heart of your person. I hope y'all listen. My older two children haven't listened. They didn't buy a house. They're renting. And some people will never be homeowners, and that's fine. And I'm not saying that to bash anyone. I'm just saying that to say what I said. My youngest son, I think he will be the one that actually buys a house. He's 26. I think he would be the one to take my advice and say, you know what, Mom? Woo, I learned so much from you, baby. My daughter, that's a story for another day. My eldest son, he's reprobate. He's mentally ill. He's a drug addict. He literally died 9 times. 9 times. 9 times. The last time was December 13th, 2024. And he was revived and on an intubate machine, ventilation, and then extubated, and he lived. But before that, and I always go to the bedside when he's dead in that state, and I rub hyssop or anointing oil on my hand, and I pray for him, touching him at the crown of his head, and I go down to the bottom of his feet, and I pray for him, and I touch the bottom of his feet, and I declare life into my son. Every single time I did that, he lived. You would think he would change his behaviors, his habits, but he hasn't. So he's anointed by Yah. Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. I'm prophetic. I prophetically speak life unto the anointed. I saw my youngest son during the 13th, when my son was in this state and aspirated on his overdosing vomit, right? And died, and they had to revive him in the presence of my daughter, who called me to see this on FaceTime. Reason why I don't want him around me, reason why I kept him away from the younger two, because he's been an addict for the past 20 something years. I did not want him in the household, so I put him out at the age of 18. I kept them from him. Doesn't mean I love him any less or any more. I gave birth to him. I chose to give birth to him. So I'm telling you, young people, as a 56-year-old woman of God, of the Most High Yah, I have lived, I have learned, I have made mistakes. They have taught me lessons, and I trust the Most High through it all. I do not chase after dead dogs with fleas, because I know fleas jump, ticks jump. You can catch demonic fleas from someone who is under the possession of the demonics, right? Through drug alteration, overdose, through whatever comes through that dimension when they're in that state. It's demonic. I can't be around that. I don't give a bumaclot who you are. Can't be around that. I will not put myself, and I did everything to keep the younger two. So a lot has happened and transpired in my life as a 56-year-old, where I can sow seeds of wisdom into your life. As a 20, 30, 40-year-old person, you can learn from the wisdom that I'm going to share with you, especially these strategies on how to make money easily on YouTube. So once you post your video, and also you need to download YouTube Studio. They're not telling you that. So you got to have a YouTube account, and you got to download a YouTube Studio. The reason why you would download the YouTube Studio is so you can go in and see the analytics of your YouTube. You can see the earnings, you can see the community, you can see the content. You can go into your dashboard, make whatever edits that is needed. You can see your ranking by views, you can see your impression and your click-through rate, you can see the average view duration of your videos. But what's most importantly is when you put your video, you upload your video onto YouTube, right? At the bottom of your YouTube screen, you see the little plus. Make your video, boom, hit the plus, go into your camera, that video you just created, upload it. Simple. But you go and open your YouTube Studio, you find that video once it is posted and it is uploaded into the dashboard of YouTube, and you can manage it. You click the manage video button to edit your video. Then you will see your video, you will see your content, you will see description. Make sure your description, take my title, make it just like that. Do your title like that, go into your description, take that title again, put it in the description, and then put your links that is going to highlight your persona, your purpose on this planet, your business, right? And then you go over to the right side of that same page. Okay, go over to the right side of that same page, and you will see your video. You will see a link under your video. You will see some boxes, and it'll say end screen. Click end screen, because that is important. Because when your video is over, YouTube is going to pull up some other videos to be suggested. On that end screen, you're going to want to see the videos that are in your playlist. So you got to create a playlist, title it of what your playlist is about, all these videos of this subject, right? And so when this playlist is over, there's at least going to be 30 videos about this subject on how to make money easy on YouTube, for instance. So you click your playlist, you'll have several grids to choose from on how you want your end screens to look. You make sure you click one with a playlist to play your playlist, and you make sure that video will come up as a suggestion into the browser of YouTube. That's how you get into the algorithm of YouTube. Your videos, you want them to be suggested. And then beneath that end screen, you'll see card. So you also want to click your card and edit your card, add your information. So that little card will come up at the top of your video. When it's coming to an end, you'll see perhaps a little black thing slide across. That's your card, and it's going to say, oh, suggested. Take a look at this. They're not teaching you that when he's make easy money on YouTube. So don't say I didn't tell you. I hope and I pray that you take my advice. Even if you're 50, even if you're 67 and 80, you can take advice from a younger person. My ears are never closed to learning. I take advice from my 9-year-old grandson. He said, Nana, don't sell your house. That's one-time money. If you rent your house out, that's residual money. That's money every month for the rest of your life. He's 9. So I will have an inheritance for him. He will have a trust fund set aside for when he graduates. High school is the only way he'll be able to tap into it. He can leave Babylon. He can leave the wicked west and go towards the east, from whence cometh our help. We know our help comes from a black king. So also I want to drop you this one more word of advice. On my Facebook page, I put some information up there. I was going through some things, since December 13th, like just unreal things that I've seen. Real life possessions, and I heard about it, and I know what it looks like. I've seen it. Aside from that, heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak after heartbreak, been engaged 4 times, still have not yet gotten married. Not the type that will wait for a man that's hesitant about me. I'm not that type, especially when I've shown you I can hold it down. I'm not asking you for money. I got my own. I have my own place to live. I just need a lifelong companion, a man that's going to cover me the way Christ covered the church. Because I don't want to go through life alone. And I am not lying in a bit of sin, lustful bit of sin as a fornicator or with an adulterer. Just not doing that at all, I've come too far to receive the inheritance and the birthright that the Most High have bestowed upon me through ancestors bequeathing to me. Come too far, went through too much to give it all up, and I'm not. So you have a birthright, you have an inheritance with your name on it. And if whatever you're going through in life, if you see people celebrating your pain, sipping champagne, know that they're lame. Don't be around them. They're not for you. Anyone that celebrates your heartache, to make themselves look good, it's fake. And I'm leaving it at that. Y'all have a blessed day. I hope you like this video. I hope y'all out there making videos. Take my advice. YouTube can change your life. I've seen it multiple times over the years, how it's changing lives. YouTube has more views than your regular news. I don't even try to rhyme. It just happens every time. It's innate in me. Hence why my youngest son was a signed hip-hop artist. And he got out of that contract because it wasn't befitting for him. It's innate. Have a great day.